Hi, it's Michelle with Masterpieces with Michelle, and I am coming to you today to talk about worry. I was going to make a worry doll, and so for this video is initially for, I have some friends in Africa who I work with a lot, and the children in the orphanages there have a lot of worries, and so I was going to do a worry doll. Well, this is initially it's a worry where you it's a worry project where you write out your worries, and then you take a piece of string and you figure out how big is my worry, how long is my worry, and so you cut a piece of string, and then you tie it here. There's usually a little hole, and then you put them on the wall for people, to have conversation. So what I wanted to do today is I actually wanted to take it the next step further and do the same thing where you write out your worries and actually attach them to a clothespin. This is an old school clothespin, the one that's not the kind that flips or clips. It's the kind you just put on. And I've made a little head on my little eyes and mouth. And so I was going to write my worries on here. And so I had initially planned to do this before the coronavirus happened, and now that that's here, I think that this is also appropriate. So worries today would be, if I think about my friends in Africa, worries would be, I'll just be very simple here: food, clothing, shelter. And then if I think about the rest of the world globally right now, it would really be the coronavirus. So I'm just writing those basic ones on there right now. So anyway, what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to fold it in half. I'm going to make angel wings out of it. So, or butterfly wings, whichever way you want to look at it. So I folded it in half, and now I'm going to cut it to where, and so the concept that I have with this is that the worry is actually here. So like with the kids, if I were to write, here's the worry, so we've got some words in there, even though we're cutting off some of them, this paper is still holding the worry. And so I pre-cut my yarn, and the way that, one of the challenges that I've had in the past of figuring out how to tie this is that, is if you wrap it all the way around and then you have the string on the inside, then there's no way to tie. So what I do is I wrap part of it around and I leave this part here for later on for me to tie. And then I'm going to wrap it all the way up. And when I get to a certain spot, I'm actually going to bring in, I'll do that when I come back down. I'm going to bring in the wings so we can create our worry doll. Now you can do this with all kinds of things. I was thinking about it earlier. You could make pipe cleaners. You can do it, I'm going to do it with a washcloth in a little bit. And so, all right, so see how I have it here? So now I'm going to take the wings and I'm going to, you know what, I think I'm going to put a little notch in there here so I can kind of hook it through. So here's my little worry doll. And so you can do this project with children. You can do it with adults too if you want. Anyone who's really kind of concerned right now with everything that's going on, or has some kind of a worry. You could even do it with seniors. I do a lot of work with seniors, and so you could do it with them as well. And so see, like here, I put the notch in, and then I put it through. Now I'm going to bring it back around, and I'll probably put the yarn back through the notch. Yep, that's going to work for me. So see how you have it, and then I'll bring it down here. I'll bring it down here, and so now you've got the little worry. It's secured, and there we go. I had someone just walk in on me, so whoops. Anyway, so we'll continue to go down, and then I can come back up, and because I tied it a little bit differently this time, my string is in a different spot. So then I just do an overhand knot. So there we've got our little worry doll with our worries. And if we want to color them with crayons, I brought markers today. It's a little crooked, but it's okay. And then, we have pipe cleaners. So I'm going to take the pipe cleaners, and I'm actually just going to do it right up here. So there's my face. So I'll bring the pipe cleaners, I fold it in half. And I know that these are really long pipe cleaners, but that's okay, because you know what I like to do when I have this kind of a doll is I like to be able to have extra space in my arms so I can move them around. So I went backwards, so the twist is in the back, and so now I have the arms and the wings. And then what I'll do with the hands is I'll just fold them over like this and make little hands. And then twist it, so I fold it over and I twist it. And see, there's my little worry doll. So I can bend the arms like this. And when she's happy, she can be like, yay! Or when she's sad, she can be like, oh my goodness. Or, you know, but nevertheless, she's holding our worries now, and so we no longer have to hold on to our worries. And so that's what we can tell the children, is that this is your worry doll, and your worry doll has all of your worries. So if you are home during this coronavirus outbreak and you need something to do with your children, this would be one way to do it. If you are in Africa and you're looking for ways to ease the grief and the concern of the children, you could do that too. So I'm going to do one more. I think I have time to do one more. So this is a regular washcloth. And yes, I am going to damage a regular washcloth. And here is a bottle cap. So I'm going to put the bottle cap, you know what, beforehand, I'm actually going to, what color should I use? I'm going to do blue. Actually, I want to do blue and magenta. And so I'm going to write some worries on here. So the same worries that I had there. So let's see. So my friends over in Africa. They think about food. They really think about shelter. That's a huge one, because I work with people who work with homeless in Africa, actually in Tanzania. They think about their safety. Let's see. So food, shelter, hello, clothing, and all right, so food, clothing, shelter. And then let's see. So let's go with America. Coronavirus. I know I keep saying it in my marker top won't come off. Let me go here. So America. And we can think about other things too. There are homeless people here in America, and so food is a big thing. I think food's a big thing everywhere. Sad thing is that we have it, and I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. So food, shelter. Okay, so now I have, and so I'm going to kind of do some designs. And so you can really kind of make anything out of anything. All right. So here's my washcloth. I'm going to cut this off because I clearly don't need it. And then I'll put my bottle cap in the center. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take, so now this is going to be my head of my, because this could be a different kind of worry doll. So I twisted it around a couple of times, and then I'm going to twist it in the back, and now I need arms. Let's see, which way is arms? Let's go this way because they're even. And again, I'm going to take another white pipe cleaner, and I'm going to cut it just so I could have even arms. I'll show you in just a minute. And so this is something that it doesn't have to be a washcloth. It can be a piece of material. It can be, I'm just trying to think. It could be, like I said, scrap material. You could actually use yarn. Yarn would work too. So see, so there's one arm. And so, you know, children have beautiful imaginations. They could take this and think about it and just start to draw all kinds of stuff. I taught a grief class the other day, and I was telling this young man who has lost his mom, and he was telling me that he was really sad and angry, and I said, well, you know, what color? If you were to draw out your feelings, what colors would those be? And so he told me, and I said, well, here's a piece of paper. So look, here's our arms of our worry doll. Here's a piece of paper, so go ahead and draw those feelings out. And he did, and he scribbled and scribbled and scribbled, and it was just, so you could tell that he had this great experience where, not great experience, I mean, you know, when your mom dies, that's not cool. Not a great experience, but he was able to release some of those feelings, which it really helped him. By the end of the session, he was very happy. So he was a lot happier than he was when he walked in. All right, so here's my grief doll. Here's my head, my two arms. I cut some legs here, so I'm gonna kind of fold this in this way and over here, and then I'm going to wrap some more pipe cleaners around it. Maybe I'll do it inside. Yeah. There we go. Do it inside. And again, you know, pipe cleaners are real easy. You can just twist them around. And it may be a little disproportionate, but you know, when you have limited supplies, you make do with what you got. And so that's pretty much why I'm doing this initially. Just because I wanted to help my friends. And then if they want to continue to draw on it, so here's the worry doll. A little bit different. So you've got this one with some paper and a clothespin and pipe cleaners, and then you've got this one who is a little, like I said, just a little bit different. But you can even make a face, make a little face. How about some blue eyes if we've got blue and magenta on there? We could do blue eyes and there. So here's one. Hello. And here's another. Okay? So I know I typically talk about mandalas and doodling the residue of your day away. So this is just another way that you can get rid of that residue, that like soapy residue that you have on the inside of this ink. You can do it with these. You know, release some stress. On this, you can pull it if you want to, kind of stretch that out. It just kind of it allows you to release those feelings, that stress, that kind of pent up anger, or whatever that you're feeling with these uncertain times. So, all right. So go ahead, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and subscribe. The button's down there, and hit the bell. And every time I make a video, which I'm going to be doing a lot more lately or upcoming, then you'll find out and you'll be part of what I'm doing. So I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.